are so hit.
Smacked.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Let's Cry Together, where you're not required to cry, but if you want to, you definitely don't have to do it alone. This is your second video, but not your last. And we are here with our first guest. And I am so excited to have her because, you know, God graces you with siblings, and then he puts cousins in your life. And it's like you have a sibling that you can kind of not always be with. And when you get together, it's just even sweeter than, you know, just any other time. This has literally been one of my road dogs. We have been locked in since I was a baby. How would that make her? I don't actually know. But anyways.
Don't put my business out there.
Okay. Yeah, so she is just out here doing her biggest one. She is a esthetician. I'm going to let her plug herself here in a second, but yeah, she's just a really great individual. We started a Bible study together, so we're really just moving and grooving in life together in a lot of ways. And yeah, so we're going to chop it up about some things, and I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hey, y'all. My name is Khaliah. I am a esthetician, like she said. Bare Skin Aesthetics. That's me. Dayton, Ohio. That's me.
But
I do facials, eyebrows, lashes. I'm your one-stop shop. So, yeah, come get at your girl. Other than that, do I just say something about myself?
Yeah, just tell us about yourself. I mean, you can talk about, like, you know, what type of person you are, things that you're into, hobbies, stuff like that.
Okay. I'm a foodie, okay?
Period.
And I'm just an all-around chill person. I don't really do too much. I'm not in the mix. Don't care to be in the mix. Don't ask me to be in the mix.
Okay. She said I'm out the way.
You ask me to do something, it might be a no, but I might pop out. You never know. But other than that, I'm just like a real quiet girl. And that's about it.
She's lying. She's not quiet.
I'm not quiet.
I'm kidding.
With my family. But
she's actually
folks,
probably one of the loudest.
You folks, you
I
don't get to see this side. You only get to see the side because she's right here.
Yeah.
Other than that, you don't get to see.
So I'm giving y'all the exclusive drop on her. Did we say your name?
I said my name.
Oh, okay. Because I know I didn't, and I just looked at this paper and I said, do they know her name?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, period. Yeah. Okay, so as you all know, we are going to start every episode with one question. And you guys have the opportunity to answer that question. You could drop it in the comments. You could drop it in the video. You know, whatever Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all them places do.
Interact.
Yeah, interact with this question. So the question is, and we'll both answer as well.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter who answers. Like, if you want to answer first, you got your answer, then boom. Okay, but our question of the day is, what is a compliment that you often receive that you struggle to accept?
Ooh. Oh, that's a good question.
It's a hard question. I genuinely don't even know if I know the answer to that.
I get compliments on my smile all the time. Mm-hmm. But I don't really see what the gist is.
Okay.
Because I feel like I smile too big.
Okay.
So I'll be showing all teeth, gums, everything.
We want to see it.
Yeah, not my gums.
Yeah, we do.
No.
If that's your genuine smile, for sure.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's what I get. But to me, I'm just like, girl, close your mouth.
Okay. Let me see. I would say mine would have to do with like body wise, like like if somebody says like, oh, you have a nice shape, or like not even that, because I feel like, you know, I agree with that one, but like when they talk about my butt or something like that, right, that is a hard one for me, because I feel like I don't know what the underlying is to that, because there's always been like this like
you've been hearing it all your life.
I've been hearing it all my life, and there's always like a negative or a positive, like, right, so I don't really be knowing, like, you know, whatever.
Right.
So yeah, but after you identify whatever that compliment is that you struggle to accept, I have one task for everybody. That one compliment, I want you to take that compliment, obviously if it's a positive compliment, and I want you to write it on a sticky note, put it on your mirror, and say it to yourself until you believe it. Cool? Cool. Yep. Put that on your mirror. Yep.
Post it.
Literally, supposed to know? Okay, so today we're going to be talking about overcoming self-doubt and living with low self-esteem. So my first question for you is, where do you think self-doubt and low self-esteem came from in your life?
Self-doubt, I think I recently started feeling that way with being a business owner.
Okay.
Because it's so easy to compare yourself to other people.
Yeah.
Scrolling on freaking Instagram, TikTok, whatever, you see other people in your lane, and you be like, oh, I don't do that, or my stuff don't look like that.
Yeah.
So you feel like you're not doing what you're supposed to
Right.
do.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just gotta do it, and then it gets better.
Yeah.
My thing is, I like to be a perfectionist, but I'm not perfect.
Right.
And it's hard. Low self-esteem, I would say that probably as a kid, honestly, because I was always the tall one, the well-developed one. So I didn't know if people were, I don't know how to put this. People made fun of me for it. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if they was making fun of me because they were jealous, or they was making fun of me because I looked funny.
Right.
Or they was trying to be funny.
Right, yeah.
So they say certain things to me, say I look like certain things, and I just be like, I'm just sitting here chilling, minding my business.
Yeah, and it's not something I can control anyway.
I can't do nothing about it. But that's just something that I dealt with, and it kind of stuck with me. Mm-hmm. So I still kind of deal with it, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm grown now.
Yeah, okay. That's part of the question. Okay. So I guess my answer for that would be, I would say, I wouldn't necessarily say that I have like low self-esteem, but I think that obviously in certain situations, like you can just see like, oh, I don't feel as good about myself as I thought I did.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of came from when I was a kid as well, like being compared to Cheyenne all the time.
Yeah.
Especially like weight.
Right.
So I think any weight issues or body issues that I've ever had stemmed from that, because it was just like, oh, you're bigger than her, but you're her little younger, sister. Right.
Oh,
like and you look older, and like in reality, I don't know if I even really look older. I just look. I'm just bigger than her.
Honestly, I've never thought that.
Yeah.
I never understood where people were getting that, but she probably feel the opposite about you.
Yeah, for sure. So
or about that.
Yeah. And I think it's more of like just certain things that I feel like I had issues with, like even my hair.
Yeah.
Her hair, my mom always used to say my hair was better because it held like
curls
and braids and stuff like that. Hers didn't. Nothing. But then I would go get my hair done. Oh, your hair's so thick. Like, oh, it just takes me so long to do yours. I got to get a perm. She don't got to get perm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that stuff. And so, like, I honestly don't even think I really liked my hair completely until I got locks. And that was just, like, a few years ago. Yeah, it definitely does.
Definitely fits you.
Yeah. So I think people have to be careful what they say to people.
Absolutely.
Because you don't know what's going to live rent-free.
Absolutely.
In somebody else's mind. Because there's so many things that I remember from being a kid. And I'm like, dang, I'm 26.
And I still remember, like, why do I still feel some type of way about it?
Yes.
Like, because, what is the point?
Why did you say that? Or even, like, friends, family, like, stuff like that. Like, sometimes they don't even mean anything by it. But they say it and it's just like, oh, well, I'm going to remember that for the rest of my life.
Okay. Because I'm like, are you really my friend?
Yeah.
Are you really family?
Yeah.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so what do you think your self-talk is like? Like, what type of stuff do you say to yourself when nobody else is looking, or like those things that are in your head that you don't necessarily let come out your mouth, but it's what you tell yourself? Is it good? Is it bad?
I talk real dirty about myself.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yeah, I am my worst enemy.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't be me.
She's growing.
Yeah. Don't be me. Don't talk negative about yourself. Because if you talk negative about yourself, you're going to feel negative. You're going to stay negative. And that's how you be feeling depressed and whatnot. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do as I say, not as I do. You know your parents used to say that to you. But I don't know. I really don't know. Like, it just be popping up in my head. I don't really be like trying to talk down on myself.
Yeah.
But I'll just be talking down on myself. I'm trying to think of something I would say.
And I mean, you don't necessarily have to say that if you can't think of anything, but like, do you, whenever those thoughts do come up, do you try to like combat them with a positive thought, or do you kind of just say it and move on? Do you ever go back and address it? Or like, how do you work through negative self-talk?
Honestly, lately I've just been praying about it. Like,
Okay.
don't say that about yourself. And
Yeah.
I'll be asking the Lord to change my mind.
Mm.
Stop thinking so negatively about
Yeah,
myself.
yeah.
But for the most part, if it pops up, I'll probably be like, "Girl, you so extra," or something.
Yeah.
Like, why are you even saying all that?
Mm.
I'm kind of just talking to myself like a homegirl.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so funny because yes, like literally have to talk to yourself like a homegirl. And I like that you said to for God to change your thoughts, because I was in church. I want to say it might have been around maybe the New Year, and he said somebody, I don't even know what it was, who said it or what it was, but they were basically like, allow my thoughts to be your thoughts, my words to be your words. And I was like, oh, stealing that.
Yes.
Like, yeah, align my thoughts with your thoughts, align my words with your words, so that what I think matches up with you, what I say matches up with you. And like, obviously I'm a human, so like that's not going to be every single time, but definitely my prayer. And I be talking to the Lord like he's a homegirl too.
Okay.
Because
that'd be my homeboy.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo.
I'd be like, are you for real? Or
no.
What are we doing?
Can we go back?
Mm-hmm.
Change it again.
Yeah.
But on top of that, the reason why you shouldn't really talk so negatively about yourself, because we are in the image of God.
Yeah.
So do we feel that way about God?
Do we?
Do we?
Because you don't think about it like that.
You don't.
You feel like you're talking about yourself, when in reality you're talking about the person who created you. And it's,
like you wouldn't.
Not you trying to talk.
Like if you think about it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be saying the type of things to your parents how you would feel, because they created you. So you wouldn't be like, oh, you ain't worth nothing, da 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 da.
Yeah.
So why do we say that to ourselves when our Father is the one who created us?
Right.
I know he'd be mad.
Like, are you for real?
Like,
I literally did my big one when I made you. What are you
Chill
talking about?
Out.
No, literally. Okay, so you can feel free to not answer this question.
Okay.
But you said this is how when you talk negatively, when you talk bad to yourself, you said that's how you get depressed. Do you feel like there was ever a time in your life, due to any circumstance, but also due to like self-doubt or low self-esteem, that you experienced depression or any form of like sadness that was greater than, just typical sadness? And if so, what did you do and how did you come out of that?
So, yes.
Okay.
I don't like to claim depression because people really do deal with depression.
Right.
But I know I was extremely sad.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I still kind of deal with it.
Yeah.
It's not like something that I can just up and get over with.
Right.
But I just focus on my good days.
Mm-hmm.
Because them bad days
they bad.
Can make you think real crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I've thought real crazy.
Yeah.
I'd rather not think real crazy.
Right.
So sometimes, you just got to focus on the good things, even in the midst of bad things. That's why y'all got to get in y'all Bible. But, yeah, bringing my faith, like really building my relationship with God has really helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Because even when I'm just like, even if I'm not reading the Bible every day, which you should.
We're getting better.
We're getting better every Monday. But even though I should be in my Bible or something, just me talking to him like a homeboy, like,
yeah,
it really does help. Because, I don't know, it's just nice to have somebody that you can confide into.
Right.
And feel like they're not going to judge you. Because I don't feel judged. Even though it seemed like you're sitting there talking to yourself, I still don't feel judged. I feel like he hears me. And sometimes I feel like he gives me signs.
Yeah.
Or brings people into my life. Or certain situations just happen to happen. To make me be like, oh, okay, things is going to be all right.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I totally agree with you, especially in those moments of like sadness or self-doubt or Low self-esteem, I couldn't remember.
No,
I
but
just forgot the
seriously.
picture. But even in those moments, I feel like those are the moments where you need to um, lean on God and also lean on the people that God has put into your life, because it's hard to get through anything alone.
Yeah.
But when you're sad,
Yeah.
when you're hurting,
Yeah.
when things are really hitting the fan,
Right.
it's like, dang, do you want to really try to trudge that on your own, or do you want help? Like, or do you want some encouragement? Do you want all of those things? Because me personally, I've done both things. Like, I've tried to figure all of this stuff out on my own, or like navigate like sadness by myself, and it didn't work for me. I was just sad for a very long time, when in reality, if I just did what I know I should have done, I would have cut down on that time. Like, and that's not to say like you're not going to still go through sadness, you're not still going to experience things, but it's like you come out differently.
Right.
And I feel like you come out maybe quicker. I mean, your timeline's not your timeline. It's obviously God's timeline, but like, I feel like sometimes you make yourself suffer longer because you're not seeking what you need to seek, or you're not leaning on God for real. When in reality, like, if you did, you know, you would learn your lesson quick, and not quick, but like you would learn your lesson,
right?
And it wouldn't be long, like
winded.
Yes, like prolonged, I should say.
I am different.
Okay.
I'd rather not be around anybody.
That's great stuff that you said that. No, it's not great that she said that. I think she needs to be around people sometimes, if that's beneficial. That was my next question. That's why I said that. But go ahead. I'm listening.
I don't like bringing my sadness in other atmospheres. Mm-hmm. So if I know I'm not in the best shape, I'm not in the best mood, I don't want to be around, because I just feel like, who wants a Debbie Downer? Who wants to be sitting there just constantly thinking about stuff? You're trying to be in the moment, but you can't be in the moment because your mind is all messed up.
Right.
I'd rather just get it out the mud on my own.
And that is why we created Let's Cry Together, because because genuinely, I don't want people to have to do stuff like that unless that is what you're supposed to do. If you're supposed to go in solitude, if you're supposed to be in isolation, then I feel like, yes, of course, do that. But I feel like sometimes we suffer by ourselves because that's what we choose to do, and that's not what we have to do. And so that's why I created this podcast, because I want to be able to do things together. Yeah. Like, even if it's a good thing, like, you gonna call me if you get a new job. So why you not gonna call me if you get fired? I'll
call you if I get fired.
But I'm saying, though, like, yeah, you would call me if you got fired. Girl, I called you when I got fired. Right. Like, I'm saying, though, like, that's just a random example. But, like, there's good things that you could call me about. But if it was the opposite, you wouldn't call me. And it's like, why you going? And it's like, don't take this the wrong way, because I also do it. But, like, in a way, it's like selfish to the relationships that you're in, because I can celebrate with you, but I can't see you through a moment that's difficult for you. And that's me too. Like, I will do that too. Like, I will be going through something and I just won't tell nobody, or like,
because I just don't want you to see me in that state, I guess.
But imagine the connection we would have if you can help me and I can help you.
I mean, yeah.
And I'm not talking about us, like, and you. Okay.
I'm saying, like, in a sense that, like, I'm going to be able to express it to you when I'm able to express it.
Right.
If I'm going stir crazy, I don't want to talk to you about it. Mm-hmm. Because I'm going stir crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be able to express myself the way I need to. Mm-hmm. I'm about to just rant, and it's about to be chaos. And you're going to probably be like, girl, like, slow down, calm down.
I like chaos.
No, I don't like bringing chaos.
I'm kidding. I don't like chaos, but I do think it is good to find people who can calm the chaos. So, like, whoever that might be for you. So, obviously, that's God. Mm-hmm. But then there's also, like, people in your life that are placed to be able to calm the chaos. So, like, and you have to know who's proper for each moment. Yeah, you gotta know
who to tell your business to.
Yeah.
You can't tell your business to everybody, because everybody gonna have an opinion.
Right.
And it's just, I guess that's the best way for me. That is a great way to put that.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not that I really want to go through it by myself. It's just that I need to figure out who I can
To
tell my
call.
business
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, and I think when you have good relationships with people, people understand like you're not for everything.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna call you for everything. I'm not gonna call Cheyenne for everything. I'm not gonna call Alani for everything. I'm not gonna call Keon for everything. Like I'm gonna call who I know is the proper person to call in those moments. Like,
and you know what else is hard? I don't have as many friends as you have. So my people to call is very limited.
yeah.
I really only got y'all. Like, I don't.
I'm your friend.
I know, but I don't have outside friends too, because like, I don't know. I make friends and then I don't keep them.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you think it's you, but it's not. It's them.
Dually.
It is.
Yeah.
It's them. Like you said that wasn't your podcast.
That was Let It Out podcast. Make sure you tune in to my friend's podcast too. Hello.
She made a statement that you have to be intentional about your relationships. And I just feel like with friendships, for me personally, I am not intentional. Now, could they be intentional? Maybe. Maybe. But if they're not putting forth the effort, I'm not putting forth the effort. That's just how I feel about it. And so, therefore, I have no friends.
Mm-hmm. And the crazy thing is, for a long time, I didn't have any friends either. Until I went to college. And then I had friends that I thought were my friends. And then things happened and, like, in reality, y'all not my friends for real.
Right.
Because in high school, I didn't have any friends for real. Like, I had, like, school friends.
Right.
But I didn't have, like, friends that exited outside of school, or friends that I genuinely talked to on a regular basis, or friends that came and we just kicked it. Aside from, like, Keon and, like, Ashar and then would come over and stuff like that. But aside from them, like, that was literally it. So I understand where you're at is why I'm saying that, because there's not a lot of people to talk to and you don't have a lot of people to talk to. So it's like, what am I supposed to do?
And to be cringy about it. Sorry. This is like a trigger moment. But, most of my friends that I did have outside of school, they passed away.
Right. Yeah.
So that's also like
a hard thing in itself. Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Do you feel like you actively put yourself in spaces to create connections with people? Because I feel like that was also my downfall, and currently is my downfall. Like, I'm not necessarily looking for new friends, but I'm not against making new friends, but I don't do anything or go anywhere to build connections with people in order to have new friends. And making friends is a little scary because, like, I'm grown. Now I ain't got time for y'all to be playing in my face.
They weird out here. People is not built the same out here. No.
Yeah.
People is just, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying I'm not interested in making friends, or I'm not interested in putting myself out there to make friends, but I'm not interested in dealing with no weird people.
Yeah. Because
you think like, oh, this is my friend, we locked in, and then next thing you know, she's stealing your man. Like, who got time for that?
Not your man.
She over here parading around your man's. No, if I ever have a female friend, she will never be over my house. She will never come over my house. If your
friends cannot come to your house, I think you need new friends. Because
I will not have female friends. It sounds like
I genuinely think I can trust all of my friends.
Not if I'm
to be at my house. If I had a man,
like, if they were old friends. Like, I knew you for a long time, then you can come over my house. But if we just, like, I'm 33, about to be 33.
She told me not to say her age.
I did, but oh well. I'm putting myself out there to make new friends. We got to know the age.
She needs some 33-year-old friends. She goes 3 years down, 3 years
that's
up.
Like men.
Huh?
Men, you go a year down.
So how old your friends can be?
My friends can be my age.
You can't have nobody younger? A little bit? She goes her age. and older. She said she don't want
Be in
no
the same
younger.
age bracket. If you like 28,
I
that's
said
like my
3 years down.
cutoff.
That's 30.
I know, but I was thinking
I'm
like
taking a water
men.
break.
I was thinking men wise when you said that. I'm like, that's not what I said about friends. But I am. I'm not. I'm playing. I am interested. I can have younger friends. I think the girls that I went to school, they were cool. We need to be intentional with talking to each other. But they were cool. We still interact every now and again, like on social media and stuff. We just don't like meet up and things. But they were like younger than me. They was like 25.
Yeah. Oh, they were like
like
around
that.
my age.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know about female friends. I don't know about any friends for real, for real.
Yeah. I think friends is definitely a sticky situation, especially when you get older and you are intentional about yourself. It's like, okay, I can't allow for anybody to come in and play, because I do think that I saw this post and it said sometimes friendship breakups and like situations within friendships can be harder than relationships sometimes, because you always have the idea like a man could leave, like,
but your friends stay?
but your friends not, you don't expect for your friends to do you dirty. Right. So it's just like, dang.
Like my best friend, I don't even know if I have a best friend, because we don't be best friended.
So let me ask you about that, and we don't have to go super in detail, but do you feel like you have expressed your feelings on that, or like do you feel like you've brought it to her attention that you don't feel like y'all are actively maintaining the friendship? And the reason I'll tell you why I'm asking after.
Okay. I can't say that I fully like, oh, I don't feel like da da da. But I'd be like, why we acting like the last conversation? I was like, why we acting like we don't live 30 minutes away? Cause like we went through this like space period before. But that was in high school. Like she had other things going on in her life, so I get it. But we still made sure we like text each other or whatever throughout that time. And when something major happened to her life, she texted me and told me about it. We met up and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But my thing is, this is the tea.
Okay.
I feel like at the time that we was the closest, we were both trying to build businesses and da 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 da. And I was really like encouraging her, do it, post it, do it, post it. She did it. She started getting her revenue up. I said, oh, if you able to quit your job, quit your job. That's fine. Do that. She quit her job. After that, our relationship went down.
Okay, why? What do you think that is?
I don't know.
She up now?
I don't know. In my mind, I would say that I was just more in her corner than she was in mine.
Okay.
Because it wasn't, not saying that I needed her to do that.
Like, but as a friend, that is what you,
to be
that's
like,
what you're supposed to
do it.
Yeah.
Like, at the time when it was both of us trying to come up, she'll be like, oh, post it. And I'll be like, oh, post it. But when she was able to quit her job, and I guess I don't know if she feels some type of way because she went back to work. But, like, she's doing something amazing now. She has a nonprofit, or she's working with somebody that's a nonprofit, and she's doing stuff for the youth. Even in that, I gave her kudos.
Yeah.
But, like, it's never given and vice versa. She never asks, like, oh, how's this going, or how's that? And not saying that she needs to, but it'll just be like...
But that's a part of friendship, so, like, you don't have an expectation for her. But at the end of the day, like, if you want to maintain a friendship or any relationship, you have to do those things because that's just what you have to do. So do you feel like you want it? You want the friendship to get better, or are you content where you guys are?
Honestly, I would want it to get better.
Right.
Because she, like, from the sand, pretty much.
Right.
7th, 8th grade, 6th, 7th grade, like, that's my road dog. She called me today. I definitely pick up.
I know.
But
I want you to.
But it's just like, I'm not the one to force it. I'm not gonna. I'm not about to look like no hoe. It's pretty much what it is. You're not about to make me come begging to you, come complaining to you, come venting to you, because it's not necessary. If we friends, we friends.
Yes. I'm just gonna say that I do think, you know me.
I know.
I do think that y'all should have a conversation, and a real one, where y'all just kind of lay it out on the table, because sometimes, I mean, like, things do happen, like, you know, you do just get wrapped up in your life, or you feel like you're showing up for somebody and you're really not showing up for them, but that's enough for you and it might not be enough for me. So I do feel like, if you pray on it, but I do think that you should just one time just put it all out on the table, like, hey, you know, I do really value this friendship, and I want it. I feel like, you know, X, Y, and Z didn't happen, but in the future, I feel like, you know, can we do this, that, and the third better? You know, and just have that conversation. And then if it doesn't move on from there, it's like, okay, I get it. Like, this is not something that you truly want.
So my question is, you know, they say actions speak louder than words, right?
For sure.
So say, let me throw a friend out here. Say you and Keon, for instance, because y'all the tightest. No offense to everybody else. I'm just saying.
Me and Keon are definitely very tight. But also, like, this is not me trying to, like, downplay our relationship. We're also in, like, proximity to each other. So, like, we can be even tighter.
That's what I'm saying. No shade, no teeth to everybody else.
Yeah, no, I love all my friends, but that's my dog, too, you know?
Yeah.
Anyways.
So, say y'all had a drift, right?
We have. I'm giving them real life. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. We really have.
So you have a drift. You're the one. Hey, texting. Mm-hmm. Hey, how you doing? How's everything going? Mm-hmm. Y'all have a little conversation. Da 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 da. All right. The drift is still there.
Yeah.
Hey, you wanna link up to go out to eat? Yeah, girl, we can go out to eat. Where you wanna go?
Cancel. Don't show up.
Right.
We never
let
did
it
that
slide.
Yeah.
Because that's your friend. Hey, girl, you want to come over? Da, da, da. Yeah. Oh, wait, I forgot this, that, and the third is happening. Mm-hmm. Okay, schedule changes. It's cool. I understand. We're adults. Hey, girl, we got Bible study. Da, da, da. You want to come? Yeah. Wait, I forgot. Da, 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 da. Hey, girl, you want to do da, 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 da? You're always the one saying, hey.
Yeah. You're always the one saying, hey. That's a good way to put that, because if I say hey too many times, it's slow. But, okay. Double-edged sword, playing, I don't like to say devil's advocate, but devil's advocate. Part of me is saying I would stop talking to her. Or, like, I would have cut her off already.
But I'm trying to make it work, because that's my friend.
Yes. But I also think you have to have clear boundaries within yourself, too. At some point, you have to be like, okay, you have crossed a boundary that now I can't allow you to continue to cross. Because it's okay when you spin me one time. It's cool when you spin me the second time, maybe even a third. But after the fourth or fifth time, it's like, all right, bro, like, this is not important to you anymore. Because I've had things like that happen where, like, I feel like people weren't showing up for me in the way that I felt I needed to be shown up for. And I do think, I don't know what happened in those situations. I do think that sometimes I'll have a conversation about it with them, and I'll let them know, like, hey, you didn't show up, and I wasn't really feeling that, like, that hurt my feelings, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes I don't have a conversation, because sometimes I just...
Because it's slow. What am I conversing for? My actions already prove what I need to prove. Your actions already proved to me what I need to prove. I'm not saying...
But it didn't prove anything to you, because guess what? You still said hey again. So what did it really prove? Why not just say, hey, listen, you're not showing up for me. I need you to show up for me better. That's your clear boundary. And if she can't stand on that boundary, now you have to cut it off. But I think that's what it is. You don't want to let it go.
And that might be true.
You don't want to let it go.
That might be true, but it's just,
and that's okay. But don't suffer.
I'm not suffering. Like, I'm cool. Like,
don't suffer as in, like, every time you ask and she say no or spin you, that hurt your feelings.
I mean, it do. But what I'm not going to do is, like I said, I'm not about to let you know you hurt my feelings.
Why not?
Because I just feel like I spent a lot of my life letting people know that they hurt my feelings and they didn't care.
Okay.
So what am I expressing my feelings for?
Okay.
I can see you don't care.
Yeah.
Because you keep spinning me. You know?
Yeah.
Your actions proved what I needed to know. Just because I keep saying, hey, I'm just being myself. Because I do value you as a person regardless of what's going on.
Right.
But at the end of the day, your actions are, I feel like I'm wasting my breath, if that makes sense. I'm wasting my time trying to tell you, oh, you hurt my feelings. Because what you going to say? Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings. I'll try to do better. Da 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 da. Okay. I'm sending out the hey text again. Hey, you want to do da 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 da? Yeah, let's do da 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 da. Sorry.
I think at some point this is similar to what we tell. If she doesn't pick up on this, we're going to have a problem. This is similar to what we tell the second sister. This is similar to what we tell the second sister. It's just in a different way.
Honestly.
I feel like in situations like that, you have to decide when you're going to pick yourself. Because although it might not be like inherently painful for you to say, hey, and she spin you again, it's like, you're also wasting your breath. If you already know, if you already know that, if you feel like her actions have already shown you that she does not care, why are you still trying to show yourself that at some point she cares a little bit? She doesn't care. But this is a good segue because we're talking about friendships. And so if one of your friends came up to you and said some of the things that you said to yourself, how would you encourage them to kill off those seeds of self-doubt that they have planted within themselves?
Oh, I feel like I do that a lot. I be telling a lot of people don't say negative things to themselves or don't think certain ways about themselves. Like, I really do encourage other people to feel better about themselves. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why I'm an esthetician. Mm-hmm. I think that's why the Lord blessed me with that type of career. That's a good way to put it. Because I do really care I care for people. Yeah. And I just like making people feel good. So I don't like it when other people feel bad about themselves, or I don't care what I feel about myself. You don't feel like that. Yeah. You make sure you get up and you talk nice to yourself. You look in your mirror and you say, I'm the finest thing ever. Hello. I'm the finest thing smoking. I don't care what you got going on. Yeah. Chip tooth, lost tooth, whatever. Tell yourself that you is fine. Yeah. Period. Or tell yourself that you can succeed in this area. Or tell yourself that you can... I just always encourage people to think highly of themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
I be the person that I want people to be to me.
Be the person you want other people to be to you. Mm-hmm. That's such a good thing to say, because although you may not have like a whole lot of friends right now, I do think that what you reap is what you sow.
For sure.
And I think that although you may want it right now, it's like God's going to give it to you right when you need it the most. Yeah. And I think that you have to be, not saying that you don't pay attention, but I think you also have to be paying attention to when he puts those things in your face. Because I feel like sometimes you can overlook people who are doing those things because they're not who you want them to be. Mm-hmm. Like,
they don't come in the form.
Right. Like, say you want your man to be the person who is pouring into you and giving you words of affirmations and stuff like that, but it's coming from your sister.
Right.
And it's like, now you can't see that you were blessed with that, but in reality, like, that's who was supposed to give it to you, and now you just have to be able to receive it. So okay, so you said that self-doubt or some of your low self-esteem came from things that you experienced as a kid, maybe in school, like just being made fun of, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So if you were talking to another tall girl, another, what did you say? What did you say?
You know, I got amnesia, so I don't be knowing. I just be talking.
Another young girl with more
well-figured.
Yes, well-figured. I know we've talked about like things that happen to like dark-skinned girls. Like, what would you say to them?
I like you asked that because our cousin's girlfriend. Our cousin's girlfriend. The chocolate one.
Okay, I think I know who you're talking about. Go ahead.
So most people would think that her skin tone is not up to par or fits society's norm because she's so well and down and chocolatey. Mm-hmm. You know, they like your complexion. You know. Mm-hmm. So that's why every time I see females or even men in that shade, I'd be like, you know, the Lord took his time with you. He put the chocolate, he had the water in the pot, he put the glass pot with the chocolate already in there, put the milk in there, and then he was just stirring that mug up, and then he just was like drizzling on. That's why I always say that.
You know the process.
The process, that's it. If you wanted to know how they make them chocolatey Hershey Kiss men and women, that's how he do it. Don't forget it. You heard it from me first, okay? Don't steal my stuff. I'm about to trademark that. Right. Anywho. But I like encouraging because you never know if people would just be like talking down on your shade like that. So I always like to just let them know, like, the Lord took his time with you. Like, don't ever think that you just not good enough because you this complexion.
Yeah.
And even for tall girls. I mean, wear your heels, girl. I don't like wearing heels personally, but that's because my man is short. So, we don't wear heels over here. But you, wear your heels, girl. Who cares? Who cares if you already 6'5" and you want to wear them 4-inch stilettos? Do that. Or the stilettos coming 4-inch? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Okay, anywho, wear whatever you want to wear. Dress how you ever wanted to dress.
Yeah, I would say I like all that stuff that you're saying, especially like with the dark-skinned people. I think that they just get a lot of the jokes.
A lot of them for no reason. It's never necessary.
And I feel like especially when they're young, it's so important to pour into them and just let them know how beautiful they are. Because like I work with kids a lot. I work with all different shades of kids, but I work with a lot of black kids. Mm-hmm. And obviously I tell all kids that you are so cute, you're so beautiful, like I just love you, oh, you're so sweet, you know, blah, 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 like all that stuff. But I genuinely try to pour into kids as much as I can, especially those kids who do get made fun of or like people say stuff about them like they're the ones I'm going to on purpose. Yes. Even if you come in here with your hair looking like sideways, that ain't your fault. That's your mom and daddy and them fault. Okay, why so I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you as many times as I can, as often as possible, because I don't know what you're getting at home. So I'm going to try my best. But also I think another thing is standing up for people in front of other people.
Stop being punks out here. Yeah, if you see people getting bullied, stand up for them.
But yeah, I think, especially when you're working with kids, I think, like, say two kids are, one kid is bullying another kid or, like, just saying crazy stuff about them. I'm going to check that one kid in front of the kid that's getting bullied or whatever, because I just feel like sometimes they have to see somebody stand up for them. Like, sometimes they have to literally watch you check somebody else because nobody else has done it for them before, and that gives them so much empowerment. Yeah, for sure.
Like, not just adults checking the bullies, like kids need to be checking the bullies too, because I know that when y'all be seeing them get bullied, regardless if y'all are kiki-keying with him or not, y'all know deep down inside y'all be feeling bad.
Yeah.
Because as soon as the bullying is over and as soon as the akiki over and you see that kid sitting there sad, y'all be feeling some type of way. I know I have. I'm not saying that I'm the one who was standing up for people either, but I do know the feeling of just being a bystander and just like not doing nothing about it.
Right, yeah. Be an upstander. Because honestly, I feel like a lot of people that goes back to that whole like you don't know what people remember. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it could be something so minor, but that kid might remember that for the rest of their lives. And you can really, I was just about to say that, you could alter their life in such a good way. And I mean, and this goes for like everybody, like not even just kids, because I mean, a lot of things happen on social media where there's like bullying, body shaming, all of that stuff. And I feel like, you know, sometimes you just need that one person in the comments, or sometimes you just need that one person who's going to make a whole nother video hyping you up instead of tearing you down. And I think a lot of people just scroll past or don't take the time to say anything, but sometimes you need to say that, because you know that whole like 13 Reasons Why, that show, I never really watched it all the way.
I watched it all.
Yeah, but people be like, oh yeah, that was my 13th reason. People be saying that, but they be dead serious. Yes. Like some people would just be saying it.
You never know when somebody's on their last straw.
And it's like you could literally just save somebody easily. And in the Bible it says like you have power. The power of life and death is in your tongue. Mm-hmm. And I think when you hear that, it just sounds like, oh, don't say bad things. But it's like, no, literally.
You really have power to speak life into somebody.
Save somebody, or you can kill somebody. Literally with the things that you say. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me is a lie. It's a lie. Hurt. It is a lie, and I feel like you have to be you have to be so careful about what you say to people, because you just don't know where somebody else is at.
And I learned that just being, not even reading the Bible, like obviously you hear that because you know, we grew up in the church and stuff, but I really took heed to that when I was working retail. Mm-hmm. I don't know how it was presented to me, but they was just like, always smile, because you never know, your smile can change that person's life. Like they could be walking in here ready to do something crazy, but because you're being nice to them, they'll change their whole mind. Yep. Not saying that's the case all the time, but 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, you don't know. And I heard this story. I actually got 2 things. So I watched a video about this man. He was about to commit suicide, or attempt suicide, I should say. And he was on a bridge, and he walked down that bridge, and he said, all I wanted was for one person to smile at me.
See?
He said, I wanted one person to look at me and ask me if I was okay. He even said somebody asked him to take a picture of them on that bridge, and still did not see that he was about to literally end his life. And he did jump, and he survived, which most people don't. But he was like, I just wanted one person. If one person had have just smiled at me, I promise y'all I wouldn't have done it.
See?
I promise y'all I wouldn't have done it. And it's so crazy. And you don't know what people are experiencing, because I had this little boy in my class one time. I knew he was struggling academically. Like, I knew that baby, I love that baby. I still see that baby sometimes. But when I say that baby, we had been in school. He was in kindergarten. We had been in school for so long. And when I say he had only picked up on maybe 10 of the letters in the alphabet, like looking at them and being able to recognize them. And so one day, he was just struggling so bad, and over time, he was realizing on his own, like, this is hard for me. Everybody else is getting it. I'm not getting it. I'm struggling. Like, you could tell he was realizing that. So he was getting defeated every time he was doing work.
Right.
And I just couldn't take it anymore. And I was talking to him, and I said, I almost said his name. I said, you are the smartest little boy I know. And he's like, no, I'm not. And as soon as I said, tell yourself you're smart. He's like, I'm smart. I said, no, tell yourself like you mean it. Like,
Yeah,
say it to
you gotta
yourself
say
like
it.
you mean it.
Yes.
And he's like, I'm smart. I said, dang, I keep about to say his name. I'm like, no, literally, I want you to sit here and I want you to say to yourself
saying it
like you mean it. And when I say he start bawling,
mm-hmm.
and then I looked at the class. I said, everybody reach, like we was in church. You know how they be like, extend your hand.
Touch your neighbors.
I said, everybody reach your hand and point to him.
Mm-hmm.
And just keep telling him how smart. When I say that, ooh, I'm getting chills. When I say that little boy was just crying and crying. And I was like, bro, I don't know if he walked out of that smart. If he felt like he was more smart after that. Mm-hmm. But he might.
He might have.
And that one little thing.
I mean, you still see him today.
Yes. And when I say runs up to me, like, love him down, when I say that one thing, he might remember that one moment when he's struggling at 26 and he doesn't know if he wants to still be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, my kindergarten teacher, she told me I was the smartest person in this world. So how can I not believe it? Yes. My whole kindergarten class reached their hand towards me and told me I'm the smartest boy in the world. Right. How can I not believe that? Like, you don't know. You don't know.
That's beautiful. And that's what I admire about you the most. Oh. Like, you just really, you're a real light in the world. Sweet. You're a real light in the world. You do, you are very compassionate. And there's not a lot of compassionate people out here.
I agree.
And I appreciate that. I definitely do admire that about you. I wish I could be more compassionate.
I think you're actually a very compassionate person. I think you're a very, kind individual, and I think over the years I have realized that more about you. What did you do the other day? You actually had done something before that, but I can't remember what it was. It was years ago though. But when on New Year's, when I said I didn't want to take take a shot, you were like, "Girl, it's just one shot," and I was like, "Yeah, you're right." Like, but really, what it was I didn't want to. I was trying to bring the new year in on a different page. Every New Year's we drink, and then you're not in your like sober mind or whatever. Right. And I'm like, dang, like we set New Year's resolutions, we do vision boards and all of that stuff, but then we get drunk. Like that just don't make sense, right?
It don't add up.
So I brought in the New Year this year, like in church and everything and all that stuff. And I was like, I just want to make sure that I'm sober minded walking into the new year. And that was what it was. So obviously, like, I know that you can have a drink without
being drunk.
Exactly. But she called me the next day and she was like, I just wanted to call you and apologize because, I don't want to be the reason that you make a choice that you didn't want to make. Yeah. And I was like, girl, like, I genuinely didn't think anything of it, like, in that moment. Yeah. But I just appreciated the fact that you even stopped and looked at yourself and said, oh, I might have done something wrong in that moment. Yeah. Even though it wasn't with ill intent, it was like, that could have been wrong. And a lot of people don't do stuff like that. A lot of people don't stop and rethink what they've done and be like, oh, maybe I need to apologize to that. Or maybe even if she didn't take it the wrong way. Yeah, like, even if she didn't take it the wrong way, I know that it wasn't right. So, like, whatever. But,
yeah. And I guess I do, I am compassionate and I do show a kind side. I just know that I have a mean streak too, I guess you can say.
I think we all a little feisty.
Yeah. Because I do be feeling bad, like, I don't know. I'm going off rail. Never mind, girl.
Girl, you could have said it, but we'll ask one last question real quick. Okay, so our last question is, what is one belief you need to let go of to build more confidence? What's one thing that you believe about yourself or that you tell yourself or that somebody has told you that you can't get rid of in order to build your confidence? And if you want me to, I can answer first.
Go ahead.
Okay. I have slowly felt less like this over time. But I would definitely say anything to do with body, and I bring this up a lot, but that's genuinely like such a
That's been a
theme in my life. But like anything to do with my body, I have to like let go of, because like sometimes I have stood in the mirror and been like, this is disgusting, like I literally hate this. Or like as a kid, I did not like I thought I was big, but when I look back at pictures, I'm like, girl, you were literally so small. Like if you could get back there now, okay, like, you know. But I have to let go of the image that was placed inside of my brain, because that's not the true image of how I actually look, and like how, you know, just whatever. Because like I have friends who tell me like, Khaliah, you literally, people go to they go and pay for your body. You know what I'm saying?
They
so
go
like
to Cuba for this.
Yeah. But I think it was just such a comparison, and like such a thing that has always been said, and even outside of the family, like when men would approach me, that would be the first thing that they say. DMs, that's the first thing that they say. Freaking friends, like those are things. It just was always a topic. It was always something that, yes, and it's just like, okay, like I get it. And like, don't get me wrong, you always want to be hyped up about your body when it's in a positive light. But when you're coming to me and you're trying to talk to me, and the first thing you say, like that whole conversation that we had with Uncle Milton, when we were basically saying like, if your first thing that you say to me has to do about physicalities other than I'm pretty,
what are you talking to me for? You over here,
I know what you want. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. So I feel like all of those things, and I have grown to love my body more, but there are still days where I get up and I was just looking in the mirror the other day and I was like, okay, that's tea. But like there are some days where I do look at myself and I'm like, bro, the gym has your name written all over it. Like you have to go sit
I'm the same way though.
The gym. Like I think for me it's like genuine. There's either like a genuine love or genuine disgust. Yeah. And like I don't want to feel that way. Like I don't want to have a disgust.
Right.
Because
you tea.
Yeah. Like girl, what are we even doing? Tea. Yeah. So I think if there was one belief that I had to say, I would say we would have to do with my body.
Okay. For me, it's not necessarily it's not necessarily something that people said to me. Mm-hmm. It's just an accumulative of things together that makes me feel this way.
Okay.
So I would say that I am worth whatever I'm worth. I'm worthy. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of friendships. I'm worthy of relationships. I'm worthy of kindness. I'm enough.
Yeah.
And just based off of, you know, being a kid and being picked on. Because I said, they used to pick on me all the time because I was tall and I got big lips and I was da-da-da-da. And she was like, that's bullying? And to me it was bullying because I never experienced anything other than that. Mm-hmm. Because I just be minding my business.
Right.
But, like stuff like that, and then just, I don't have to be so hard body. Mm-hmm. And I think that's that older sibling syndrome. Mm-hmm. I don't have to do. I'm worthy of
soft.
Yeah, I'm
gentle,
worthy to be
kind.
You know, I don't have to be so rough around the edges because that's how I had to be to defend myself. Mm-hmm. I don't have anybody older than me.
Right.
So, and who's about to keep running to their daddy?
Right.
Not me. So I had to be hard body, and I feel like that made me feel like I'm not worth being soft. Mm. Like I can't really just like accept being soft.
Yeah.
It's weird being soft.
I feel that. So okay, I know I said I have a last question, but like I got one more. Yeah. So what do you feel like you're doing in your life now in order to kind of get to that soft life and to tell yourself and show yourself that you are worth the softness, the kindness, the gentleness, the love, all of those things? Like, is there something that you are doing or something that you want to start doing in order to show yourself that you're worthy?
I can't
Because you
really
are.
say, thank you. I can't really say that I'm doing anything per se. I might be doing something. I just don't know that I'm doing something. But I don't necessarily do anything. I just try to, like I said, try to show up for other people the way that I want somebody to show up for me. That's I guess that's therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
Unless I'm irritated, because even then when I'm like short with people, like for instance, sorry y'all, Dory, I was at work and there was a new girl who started. She's just like a replacement for a hot second, and she was like, she introduced herself. I was like, "Hi, my name Khaliah, da da da." Walked about my business. Then she said, "Oh, so and so said, you so nice," or whatever. And at first the name wasn't registering, so when she told me, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's my guy," and I walked off.
Mm-hmm.
Then I came back and I was like, "I'm so sorry for being short with you because I feel like you were trying to like bond with me because you heard a good thing about me,
right?
And I don't feel like I showed up like that,
right?
So I was like, I'm sorry for being short." She was like, "No, girl, you was busy." I just overthink like that, so I don't never want anybody to feel like how I've felt.
Okay.
So that's the best way that I can say I cope with it.
Okay. Like your answer, great answer, but
not it.
No, not that. But you told me things that you were doing for other people, but I want to know what you're doing for yourself or what you want to do for yourself to make sure that you are letting yourself know that you are worthy of the love.
I don't know. I never thought about it.
Okay, well, you should. Yeah. But yeah, okay. So is there anything you want to leave the people with? Anything that you want to say? Kind of like sum up some of the things that, we talk about, or like, how they'd be like, oh, tell the world what's your message?
What's your stamp on the world? Be kind to everyone. You never know what people are going through. Show up for yourself. Don't do as I do, but show up for yourself. And definitely make sure that you know that you are worth everything in the world. God loves you. He will always love you. Don't let nobody sway you left or right. Just stay grounded in you and just continue to, continue to push on. This world is crazy right now and it's going to keep getting crazy, but you got to stay headstrong and just make sure that you're doing everything that you need to do to make sure that you're good. It's okay to be selfish, but not too selfish. Be selfish and kind at the same time.
Duality.
Word.
That's why it's so crazy. Yes, I totally agree. I think that if I had to say something to the people, I would honestly say that I think that you just have to be careful what you say. Be mindful of what you say things with intention, do things with intention, show up for you, show up for other people. And in those moments where you are feeling doubtful about yourself or your self-esteem may be low, I think, obviously bringing those things to God, but also utilizing the people around you that He has placed and are correct for the moment, so they can pour into you. Because sometimes when you say it just ain't enough. But then also sometimes people can say it to you enough for you to believe it. So speak good to yourself and speak good to others. And yeah, that's it.
That's all. I had a question, but I lost it so quickly. Oh, I know why you started this podcast.
Oh, okay, let's get into it.
Yes.
I know
why you started this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But what is your overall goal for this podcast?
My overall goal for this podcast is to create a community where people can do things together. So in the first episode, I kind of talk about like there was a time when one of my friends in college was going through some stuff, and she would like kind of even whatever. She would tell me the next day, like, oh yeah, I was crying all night, blah, blah, blah. And I used to tell her, girl, you do not have to cry alone. Like, you don't have to cry by yourself. I even tell Keon all the time, like, me and her both encourage each other to let our tears out and like, whatever. Like, if you need me to come over, like, I got you, whatever. Like, there has been moments where I've literally been having anxiety for days. Keanu will come over and and the tears will finally just be like, okay, boom. Like, I think there's been like
safe space.
Yeah, like I think there's been like 2 or 3 times where she has literally I have literally been laying on my back and the tears are just like pouring out of my face. Mm-hmm. And she's there. Yeah. And sometimes she's not even saying anything, but it's just
safe
together. Yeah. Like, and like obviously like I cry by myself too, but like I think I just want to create a space where people know that if you are trying to get a new job, you can drop it in the chat and we're going to pray for you together. If you lost your parent or lost somebody that's close to you, we're going to see you through that. It's going to be together. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm really honestly just trying to create a space where people can sit down, share their stories. We can talk together. You can get opinions. Other people can give you opinions, and we can just do things in togetherness. And I keep telling people, like, yes, you hear the word cry, but it's not always bad. Yeah. Crying is a good thing. Yeah. Crying is like...
It's not weak.
Yeah, it's not weak. And also, there's tears of happiness. Like, there's tears of joy and everything. And so, all in all, I want to make sure that I'm creating a space where people can do things together. If that makes sense. Does that answer your question?
Mic drop.
I am so weak. Well, I thank y'all so much for tuning in to your second but not your last episode of Let's Cry Together, where you're not required to cry. But if you want to, you definitely don't have to do it alone. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, or whatever the people be saying. Mm-hmm. I love y'all. Until next time.
Peace.
Bye.
Oh, that was good. That was real good.
That was tea.